Hi everyone, and welcome to your first Fact of the Day 2021. Woohoo! Okay, I'll just get on with it. This is Scotland. This is where we are. And I want to talk about one of the islands of Scotland, the most northern one. This one. And your first question is to see if you can name it. See if you know what that island is. If not, maybe you could try and find out. Pause the video, try and find out yourself. See if you can find out the names of other ones, like this one and this one and this one. But I will give you the answer now. The answer is Shetland. That is Shetland. And one of the first things I want to tell you is that it didn't always belong to Scotland. It used to belong to this country, Denmark. It used to be part of Denmark. This island and this island, even though they're much closer to Scotland, both these islands belong to Denmark. And in case you're wondering, this one is Orkney and Shetland. So you might be thinking, well, how come they're part of Scotland now? Well, what happened about 500 or 600 years ago? And round about then, there was a princess from Denmark who got married to the King of Scotland at the time. And it's a bit complicated, but think of it a bit like a wedding present almost. These two islands now became part of Scotland. So Denmark said, there you go, enjoy. Thanks very much. Excellent stuff. So that's the first thing. Now, you can actually see that Shetland has its own flag. It will use Scotland's flag, but it also has its own flag. And you can actually see the relationship with Denmark in its flag. If you want, you can have a look online to see if you can spot why Shetland picked the flag, its flag. So what I suggest you do is you could look up the flag of Denmark, look up the flag of Scotland, and look up Shetland's flag and see if you can see the connection between the three of them. So that's just something you can try if you want, but if not, I will give you the answer right now. Oops, let's start. So this is the flag of Denmark, the country that Shetland used to belong to. And this is the flag of Shetland. So you can see it's pretty similar, but one big difference, obviously the colour. Why would Shetland have changed its colours to these two? Here you go, because the Danish flag, the flag of Denmark, plus Scotland equals this one. So all Shetland did was they changed the colours of the Danish flag to the colours of the Scottish flag. And there you go. So you can actually see in Shetland's flag that it used to belong to Denmark, which is pretty cool. So let's look a bit at the landscape of Shetland, because it is beautiful. I have never been there, sadly. I've been to Orkney, but I've never been to Shetland. I would love to go to Shetland. It would be amazing to go there. Looking pretty stormy there, but still, it's very nice. That is nice, though. Lovely beaches. Very, very nice. And whoops, went too far there. And lots of cliffs. Now, looking at these three pictures, do you notice anything missing? Something from the landscape? No, you'll not find a lot of trees in Shetland. See, hardly any trees anywhere. Because it just gets bombarded by the wind and the weather off the sea, and the trees just can't grow. I think there might be one or two, but there's certainly not many anyway. Now, this is Lerwick, the biggest town in Shetland. Look at the colour of that water. That is nice. And it's about, to give you an idea, it's about twice the size of Tain. So it's quite big, and that is the main place, the main town of Shetland, Lerwick. And one of the main reasons, apart from the lovely scenery, that I would like to go to Shetland is the wildlife. Now, I accidentally flicked too far, and you probably saw the Shetland pony. Obviously, the Shetland pony comes from Shetland. Very cute. You'll get lots of wildlife like lovely otters and killer whales or orcas. I would love to see these in the wild. These people are very, very lucky. I mean, how cool would that be to see them in the wild? Puffins, loads of puffins in summer. In winter, you won't find any puffins on land. They spend their time in winter at sea, and they actually lose most of this lovely colour off their beak. So if you went up to Shetland now, you wouldn't see any apart from maybe out at sea. And yes, one of the other cool things I would like to go up to Shetland to see is this. It's called the Aphelia Festival. And what they're doing here is, do you remember how I said that it used to be part of Denmark? Shetland used to be part of Denmark. Now, Vikings came from Denmark, a few other countries too, but one of the main countries they came from was Denmark. So there's a big connection between Shetland and Orkney with Vikings, and they still remember it to this day. So once a year, they have this amazing festival where they have a Viking ship sort of built. They have a big parade with big flames and torches, and then they throw all the torches into the Viking ship. Obviously, nobody's in it, and the Viking ship will go on fire. It's all done safe, it's all very safe, but that would be amazing to go to. It'd be pretty hot, I'd imagine, but an amazing festival to see. So if you want, you can have a look at some other things about Shetland. Have any of you ever been there? Maybe. I would certainly like to go there. That would be cool. So there you go. That is your first fact of the day. And tomorrow, I think we'll have a chat about Orkney, which would be cool. So I will see you very soon. Bye.